I came out here, this is the second year out here at Phoenix Warrior. I was commander again this year, and remembering what it was like last year, I came out here and I heard about this experiment with the self-decontaminating underwear. And the original participants were supposed to fill out all these forms and all this paperwork, and I went up to the doctor running this thing, and I says, look, we're on day 3. I haven't changed my underwear yet. He says, I get 2 hours of sleep a night. I says, what can you do to help me? He says, you're just exactly what we want. So he gave me these things and explained how they're impregnated with a polymer that's bonded to chlorine, that when it comes in contact with moisture, it releases the chlorine and thereby destroying any bacteria that might be present. And the goal of this was mostly just to keep people a little more socially approachable, shall we say, a lot on the battlefield, and rather than going after the medical end to prevent as a disinfectant or something like that, just to make people hygienically more comfortable. So they asked me if I'd wear these things, and I said sure, and I've been wearing them for this pair I've been had on for about 5 or 6 days at this point, and I'm still approachable. I haven't had any complaints. I haven't noticed anything, and additionally I've noticed my athlete's foot's been cured, and the acne that I have on my back a little bit, that's gone. Not as much of a surprise. The chlorine attacks just about anything that there is. So so far it's a smashing success. It turns out that these clothes actually have to be laundered because they become physically dirty from the environment. Riding in a tank or getting dusty or something like that gets them kind of gritty and uncomfortable long before they would become foul and funky and all that. So they're working quite well. Talking with the doc, he says he's also going to look at doing the BDUs and having them treated as well. Right now in Japan, there is self-decontaminating clothing that's available that is based upon a formaldehyde compound. But the formaldehyde has a number of different artifactual reactions with the skin that is not necessarily pleasant. Chlorine is probably the single most common decontaminant that is presently in use, and because it's everywhere, it doesn't affect the human body anywhere near as something like formaldehyde, which is somewhat toxic. If this was available, this would be all I own. This is fantastic. I'm kind of pleased with the results of the study, and I get to keep a pair of underwear that I don't ever have to wash.